07. All right. All right. Duck feet up. Drinking this stuff all day. All right. Work. Pilot in distress. Getting in a little trouble. Noticing things are a little delayed with this patch. Not the new patch yet. The OCM ring cluster.
Your systems are offline.
Oh, let me check the systems here.
Your systems are online. Shield system offline.
Smooth like butter.
Shield system offline.
Had to switch to SCM to initiate nav mode. All right, sweet. All right. 19 clicks out. Close. Yeah, I see markers. There's a distress beacon. Switching to SCM. Alright, getting a little red out in the head. Blood rush to the head.
All channels! I'm under attack!
God.
Please, if you hear this, help me!
Ooh, he's super loud. He is freaking super loud. Okay, he's 3 clicks out. Don't have eyes on any bogeys yet. In firing range. Oh, 7 Shimposta. 4.5 is inbound. All right. Check the ship. Oh, it's okay. There's mass desync right now. There's a lot of delay, so they'll probably pop in a little later. The NPCs. I'm on site though. Shimposta! 07, 07, 07. 4.5 is inbound. A little early today. Man. Yeah, foundational, man. This is another peg knocked down for 1.0. Oh, shit. Didn't know I was that close. Oh, shit. Come on, dude. You're firing on me now. Oh, no. Are you serious right now? Oh, my God. I'm supposed to protect the damn ship. Release candidate. Yeah, the optimizations have... Oh, crap. I bumped his ship. Now he's treating me like a hostile. I'm out. I can't protect the ship. I'm unable to. He went hostile on me.
Contact.
Hold on, let me see what happens. See if I can get close enough. If it will reset. I ask for my help pretty soon. Oh shit. Come on, man, make it. God damn it. Ooh.
Destroyed.
Wing is destroyed. Oh my god.
Shield system is in.
Keep the fighters off me so I can work!
Well, stop shooting at me, dude.
I need a hand!
Oh god, he's annoying.
You've got to keep them off us so we can work. Dash!
Let me check my weapons here. Alright, max some of the weapons.
Shield system is in.
Mayday!
I hear you.
Taking heavy fire!
Oh damn.
Help!
gosh, he's so annoying.
These
He is
bastards ain't
so
messing around.
annoying, man. It's loud and annoying. Holy smokes, this dude is. I don't want him screaming in my ear. He dies. I do not. I better protect him.
Thank you. I thought we were done for.
Destroyed.
All right. Contract is complete. Whew. That was rough. Let me go back and assess damages. Sweet, 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 sweet detail. For sure. Frames are sweet, man. And we've yet to... I don't think we've received the new patch yet. We're on patch watch. It's inbound. Okay, what's the alerts here? Quantum drive disabled because I'm in SEM. Coolers are good. Power plant. All allocation. Life support offline. Okay, here we go. There we go. Back online. Armor is 0. Okay, so I need to initiate repairs on the outside. Okay, let's see. GG's, baby. GG's. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Salvage. Canister is full. Okay, I see that. Salvage. Repair. Okay, I may have the wrong attachment. Let's see. Customize. Cambio light. I believe this may be it, right? Select and J for repair. Okay, let's go outside. Do some repairs. Inspect. Okay, repairs not needed. Assessing the damage. Scanning everything. Weapons are good. It's everything's green. Let's look at the belly. Seems to be good, man. The ship seems to be great shape. Everything is copacetic. Except the wing. Except the wing. You can't rebuild the wing, baby. That would be... No, that would be corny. Repairable material. Repair is not needed. Is not needed. Yeah, it's in green state. examine. I'm gonna engineer this shit. Yes. Every nick, every crust and cranny, every nook, like an English muffin. I'm going for every nook and damn cranny in this damn thing. Okay, I'm looking at every system, every surface. Nothing out of the ordinary. Let me shut the hatch. Everything seems to be good states. There's the fuses are good. 07 Skyhawk. What is the beeping about? That's the battery backup, auxiliary power. That would be cool. I think we're getting that. Hydrogen fuel tank, quantum fuel tank. The armor, Shield generator disabled. They're all. Yeah, this is, maybe that's a bug. I don't know, or it could be something going on with the system. Turn those coolers on. Life support is offline. There we go. Ah, look, I reset it. I engineered the shit out of it. I reset the system. It's like a reboot. It's a soft reboot. Reboot the system. Oh, to the freaking 7, man. I keep an extinguisher just in case, man. I'm ready. Multitask. All right, let's get on with the next. All right. All right. All right, here we go. Z key. Engines are probably not working. Let's see.
Engines. Shield system online.
On to the next. Well, actually, well, look at that. That's a false negative right there, man. You see the wing on the port side? It's in red. Let's see. Why didn't it report itself? Or did I miss it? I have to check it out. It's on port side. Imagine PvPers having to check systems and clean things up prior to engaging again into combat. Imagine that. Oh, it's broken. Look at, there's the damage. Why did I not see that? Okay, I'm repairing. Engineering the shit out of it. Oh, there's different sounds to it now. Putting material back. This is beautiful, man. Even though Skyhawk, you call it being citizen, yeah, it pretty much is. I mean, realism dialed back is really dialed to the left on arcade. Can it be fun? I think so. Right. We got to continue to dial it in, Shimpasta. Because I thought I might have seen this. I maybe not. But looking at the engineering screen, if there's someone constantly on the screen, they can call it out, right? So, to be determined. I think this is beyond repair. That certain parts, like the broken wing. Is this the glimpse of the Crucible and the Vulcan? Could this be a glimmer of what's to come? And well, we're going to get Maelstrom, so it's going to be a little more in depth in details regarding physical surfaces. More to come. Okay. I see the percentages are going down with the RMC container. So I'm getting some sort of repair. So which would cost, well, which would drive down the cost of the initial repair when I get to a station. Repairs not needed. Okay. All right. Okay, repairable damage detected over here. I think they have to dial in the volumes because some of it is a little annoying. It gets so freaking loud. Part integrity. Okay, that's 80%. This should be repairable here. Repairs not needed. So, could we see now where the Vulcan and the Crucible come in to, like when you have extensive damage, then the tools that you currently have are not capable. It leaves the door open for those other ships, those two particular ships, and probably other manufacturers as well to come in. I would say maybe there will be a capital size repair ship. Do it all in one swoop. Maybe Pioneer. I don't know. Whereas the Crucible can do large ships, medium size to large. A capital ship, a capital repair ship becomes a dry dock. It opens up as a dry dock. How cool would that be? A mobile dry dock. Why not? It's Star Citizen. Looks like a spine and ribs. You know, it opens up like that, and it just covers from the rear to the, you know, opens up and then hovers the ship sort of like this. You have that sort of situation. And then the ribs could be actual arms or mandibles that will inject, or they're turrets that could inject the material to actually fully repair a capital ship. How freaking cool would that be? Do it in one fell swoop. Okay, I'm gonna stop repairs. Get back to the ship. Head to a station. Get full repairs. Yeah, it's. I think this is the ongoing audio bug too from Costa that's happening. When will they figure that out? Don't know. I suspect it may linger with us with 4.5. All right, let me get to a station. Or should I try to fight with the damages, right? Yeah, why not? This is science. This is us testing, right? Offers, Merc work. Okay, let me try that. Go to asteroid mining base for science. Yes. Okay, let's go there. Let's keep the damages, right? Gotta reset my nav controls. There we go.
Quantum drive is now on.
So true, Pastor. Take my money and get back to work. Please. Get back to work, Tester. Give me that damn lunch money. Now get back to work. Oh, wow. I pay for the new shiny. To see new shinies. Yes, I pay to see new shinies. The preciousness. My gosh. So it looks like they're rounding out and getting the end of year things wrapped up on a bow and to be done with it for 2025. Pretty much. Once 4.5 goes live, it's a wrap. That concludes the year for CIG. I think the only thing to finish that out properly. Yeah, Chimpasa, we were mentioning that that conversation about that. It's more of why should they be worried about GTA 6? Because it offers a total different flavor of what's happening with a video game. This is the first video game that offers this side of gameplay. Single player MMO / VR experience all at once on the same scale, basically. Right now they just have to dial in the VR, and people may have to do some adjustments on the existing systems that they have. But I think when it's all said and done, when it's actually official, I would suspect someone from the VR community, in regards to manufacturers, step up and basically introduce themselves as the partner to Star Citizen. And the thing is, it's going to be based on stringent standards from Chris. It has to pass the eye test. It has to be interactive. It's got to go the extra mile for them to, get on board with that partnership, CIG. Because I mean, I'm probably thinking that there are several bidders who want that licensing, that official licensing, of course, right? It would be foolish for CIG just not to have a partnership with VR, right? And I suspect that with their motion capture studio, Andy Serkis, and a lot of other people at CIG, they're going to really push this thing, man, to make it a premier VR experience. Imagine you have the headset on, you take it off, it's nothing changed really with the experience. It's a one-to-one. And yeah, and to your point, with Squadron 42 introducing that as a VR experience, single-player VR experience, they have nothing to worry about as far as GTA 6, because that experience, it's the opportunity to make that, to have them rewarded, like the Game Awards, the best VR game experience. That's a slam dunk for CIG. That'd be a slam dunk if they give that award out for VR experience, or if that's a category. Don't know if it is or not, but yeah, it would be a slam dunk. But I can see them at the Game Awards and people like, what is this? I still feel as though there's a lot of people who don't know what Star Citizen is. And I think when they really get onto the, what do you call it? The promotional the promotion campaign, oh, it's going to blow people's minds. Yeah, those details. People were asking me, hey man, what do you think? Are you going to get that? I'm gonna wait. I mean, I'm happy with the system that I have, but it's funny how we kind of talked about, hey, this is, if we had to look at reality and look at the movie Ready Player One, this is probably one of the closest experiences to that genre of, MMO and people putting the time in, and now with the VR experience and all the things that they want to do with it, Ready Player One, Ready Player SC. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's fully, you're fully immersed now. So it's like your experiences are kind of not flat, but you're immersed inside of that world now. And imagine, I think the true highlight of it will be when they introduce Genesis with VR, when they introduce bases, your interiors. That's where it's going to really, 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 really be dialed in. Almost missed your stop. Daydreaming. And then the rain experience, the snow, the weather, the creatures. Imagine the creatures, man. The municipal works, going down in those lower depths with VR and things jumping out of the shadows at you. You gotta believe that now they have these tech hurdles added, or these technical achievements added to Star Citizen. You would only wonder that, are they going to incorporate gameplay into that, like things jumping out around the corner on you? I'll stop right there. And then along with NPCs getting better, a grenade plink plink plink, and you look down and Yeah, that kind of experience. For sure. Wading in water, like what they showed with the swamp with Genesis, and you're looking and you see translucent creatures. Well, you see the translucency of the water and creatures, swimming around your feet and things of that nature. Like, wow. It's limitless on how they will immerse you into that world or universe. Yes, let's say universe with VR. And the driving, the what is it, the bikes, the hoverboard bikes in Genesis VR. That's going to be insane. Improvements to cloud tech. So it's just people just get in the game and just free fly. Literally, just that's their game experience. Is just get in and free fly. And like, what did you do in the game? Nothing. Just chilled, just flew around and just enjoyed myself and watched the sunset. And can you imagine Terra? People were talking about, oh, Terra's going to be done in this year and like pushing it really far out. When you look at the footprint, I think it's going to be here sooner than later. In that regards, from the Terra and Castra. I can see them adding it all in 2026.
Keep the fighters off me so I can work.
Okay, it's a delay, so enemies are going to spawn in a little later, like before. Oh, it's going to crash. There we go. It seems like it's about to crash. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's locked in. Or, wait a minute. Did we get a new patch? Did the patch drop? Hold on. I better check for that. Nothing yet. Soon. Soonish. Let's see what happens here. It's spinning its wheels though. Let me just close program. Yeah, it's been lagging desync wise. Let's just jump back in. Star VR. That's going to be a name. Star VR. Pat Pending. Star VR. That's got a good ring to it. That came out of nowhere. I mean, it's just, I guess, perfect timing, right? Yeah, that really threw people off. Star VR. Senate to discuss potential Nix re-evaluation. With the terraformation of Nix 1 underway, could the UEE reverse course and finally claim the system? We are VR. Yes. Yeah, I suspect that there's going to be a problem with that. Senate to discuss potential Nix reevaluation with the terraformation of Nix 1 underway. Could the United Earth Empire reverse course and finally claim the system? Man. 07 Fenrir. Desync is a little off. A little laggy. I'm trying to utilize engineering, allowing more damage to build up. Pilot in distress again. Yeah, there's desync here. Okay, let's restart the mission. Go to the Glacium Ring Cluster. Here we go, spooling. We are VR. Push that hashtag. Yes, sir. Star VR. We are VR. Star VR. Yeah, it's... Oh, I see. Wait a minute. Okay, cooler. I looked over at it and it was... Okay, checking my systems. They're frosty. Bring up my guns. Guns. Gotta keep them and want them maxed. Yes. Well, actually, I did. What was it? I was able to sell the minables. Lindenium. Oh yeah, Lindenium is like that. So yeah, I was able to sell that right away before the inbound patch. But yeah, definitely want to get this in to get a little feel for it before it goes live. I said some of you have reservations about people being a little reluctant to do multi-crew. I think once we get the dynamic meshing in and more player counts, which will bring in org gameplay, I think that will be embraced by them collectively as a consensus. If orgs are in a game, it's a no-brainer for them to easily take to a multi-crew ship and do things. Multiples, that is. If we're on dynamic server meshing, multiple multi-crew ships, if that's a thing. No doubt about that. Get everybody in one instance, a number of as many people in one instance, and just patrol. That's going to be crazy. Large-scale base battles are coming into the fold. The potential is there. Perseus on Perseus. Polaris on Polaris. You know, it's just... Yeah. Possibilities are endless. And you could, you know, Jared's narrative just ringing through people's head. What did we learn today? What did we learn today? Sir, you need to be on fire marshal duties. Stay out of the turret. Stay on fire duty. Reassignment of roles for sure. That's what we're going to learn today. I'm hearing that this is another aspect of what throws off VR. A lot of the objects in here, it slows it down to some extent. I don't know. I don't have VR. Oh, I'm by that. Some huge asteroids. Guy's gonna start screaming. Oh, there we go. I see him. I believe I see them.
Keep the fighters off me so I can work.
Yep. Do I have my targeting system on? This guy's gonna be yelling. Scanning has to come online. Radar. There we go. Oh boy, he's gonna be yelling the blues.
Could definitely use some support about now.
Yes sir, yes sir, I'm on it. Doing my job.
No, no, no!
Oh shit. He died, man. Wow, it didn't take no time. I knew he was gonna, someone told me he was gonna freaking scream in my ear. Woo. I'm taking on damage. That's what I want initially anyway.
Shit!
Allocate more power to my guns.
Shit.
Target is destroyed.
Done. Did my scanning or radar go out? No, it's still there. Radar is still there. Okay, I'm able to track and pin him. Oh, he's in a little, looks like a 85X or something. He's dealing damage too.
Shield system is hit.
Some damage. Oh, he's dealing damage. The shields are holding up pretty much though. Holding up. Let me slow it down so I can get a quicker turn radius on him. I'm tanky, man. He's fast. Let me slow down a little more. That turn radius on him.
Shield system is hit.
Well, I wanted damage to incur. It's happening. But he's not gonna punch. It doesn't seem he's gonna punch through my shields. He's just an annoyance. I'm almost tempted to run to the turrets, man. Pop them with the turrets.
Shield system is hit.
Let me go to a turret. I want to see what happens. Go to a turret and see if I can take him out that way. Why not? He's not really punching through my shields.
Welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online. Shield system is hit.
I'm hit.
Yeah, you are. Here we go.
Help me!
Oh, the audio is broken. The guy, he's dead. He's
Shield system, is it?
uh-oh. He's not gonna take too much damage. Oh, he made a soft death. He might have soft death. Finish him off now. See what damage I could. Hardly any damage, see? He's out of here. Okay, next mission. See if I incurred any more damage. Pick up another mission. Tracking him. Here we go.
Shield system.
Spooling. Here we go.
Quantum drive is now on.
Trying to incur more damage as possible. Not bad on quantum fuel. Don't want to jinx it. Knock on wood. 18 clicks out. Corsair's taking a beating. Getting close. here we go. Protect the ship. Less than 20 clicks out.
All channels! I'm under attack! Please, if you hear this, help me!
Uh-oh.
Contact.
Why does radar continue to turn off? Not sure why. Weapons free.
Yeah, shit.
Oh, he's gonna be annoying. Oh boy.
Shield system is hit.
But I need the
I'm
damage.
heading out.
Oh damn, he crashed into the
Okay.
asteroid. Yikes. Holy smokes. Woo. That did not work well. That didn't go well. I feel that with engineering, master modes makes things more difficult and it's kind of redundant. My work days always start with oh why. I'm up so early. Oh gosh. What do you think about engineering master modes? Yeah, well, we know that master modes is changing. We don't know to what extent. So probably that's, you know, and then the fact that we're getting the physicalized surfaces with Maelstrom, right? That in turn is going to dictate a lot of it's going to dictate how ships fly, right? So you make a valid point, and you know, in that question, because of the new systems that are coming online, what will it do to well, you may as well consider it legacy because the change is coming. This legacy game, this legacy feature. Yeah, we're kind of doing it in. Yeah, I think it blends. It melts into. It merges into. It overwrites. It's like it's definitive because you're manipulating the components to do certain things, and then once we have Maelstrom, from what I understand, is it's going to dictate how your ship flies. So the master modes, you know, they said, you know, the SCM, the nav mode is going away for sure. We know that. So it's I guess it's, I think it helps to simplify master modes if they have a default, if they keep default tiers of what those ships are, put them in a tier like medium size, or where they have the concept interceptor, industrial. So yeah, I think the whole aspect of, that's a great point, that master modes could alter or not be a feature that stands out. It's more in the background now, and the engineering aspects will be in the foreground. But I think Maelstrom will help. I think it helps master modes because then you can get accurate numbers as to what you do to your ship. And then and then with the new, what is that, the soft quantum aspect, moving around that way, that's going to be a thing too. Or it could be a thing of, it could be masking nav mode, where if you're engineering or you're using the component, let's say you're going to go into soft quantum, or that new quantum, I dub it as soft quantum. Let's say you're going into soft quantum, you have to allocate enough power to the quantum drive, right? And those other systems will kind of have to be dumbed down to some extent so that you can get the full aspect of the soft quantum. So it's kind of like nav mode, but it's nav mode. It's more fundamental because you have to interact with components to initiate, to help draw power to it. Maybe it's a huge draw, a large power draw, so you have to allocate. But you may not have to give up your shields, or you may have to give up some of your shields to some extent. It's going to be interesting. But that's a great point. Knowing that fundamentally it's still there, but now it's more of a choice or how you interact to initiate it. And performing quick switches between, to kind of like switching over to the quantum or the drive or the jump drive, initiating it. I think it might be on the jump drive itself, right? More to come. Yes, it's one or the other. I think that's going away. I think its power allocation will be involved in that. Yes, exactly. You initiate the drive. You hit the button to initiate the drive. Once the power allocation moves over to it, and you just hit the button and go. Basically, or you're enveloped in a quantum bubble, right? It powers up and then it engulfs you in a quantum bubble, and then you just hit the button to go. Good point. Good point. Which it makes sense, right? You're not initially just flipping a button. You're interacting, and it makes sense of why you're interacting with MFDs or the engineering part. Like Captain Kirk says, Scotty, impulse power, warp speed, same concept. It does, and it makes perfect sense now. Makes a lot of sense. And I think it allows it to be more acceptable, because you're not telling CIG is not telling you to give up something, your invulnerability or your protection. Right? You got to give up your protection in order. What? Now you redub it. It's power allocate, and you say, okay, power drain will do this. It's like, oh crap, I got to do it. Yes. Yep. Your engineer will do that. You know, your engineer, or maybe navigation, potentially. It all depends on who or where it should be, as far as when we're talking about crew duties or assignments. Right, but it would make sense that they end up doing that. Do we now? Now it's a matter of, do you want to put it on the engineer, or do you want to put it on navigation? Sulu he navigated, right? Or went from warp to impulse, but the engineer on the back end made sure we had the power to allocate. I should be able to ping, and it's not pinging.
Shield system. Shield system.
Oh, radar's not on. Damn it. That's see.
Do me a favor. Sit tight while I do scan. Okay, cool. Scan is clear. Okay, we can move on.
VR is making me want to play SC. More than SC. But because you're hearing the conversations, Shampasta, you're hearing a lot of the conversations, and I think you know what's coming down the pipeline. I mentioned this just a little bit earlier. Imagine having your VR set on and you're inside your hab or your base and your interior. Imagine Genesis or the Planetary Tech 5 and you're exploring a strange new world, right? So yeah, maybe you're on a what is it, the Airport Knox, the hover bikes, and you're actually in the forest like they were showing, and you're doing this kind of thing as you're hovering through the trees. Yeah, that it's enticing. Or you're actually seeing a creature in that virtual environment. Or you turn around, something hits you from behind, you turn around, it's a Boreal stalker. Sorry, I don't want to freak you out, but yeah. Yeah, I think that's a bug. I think, Shampasta, those systems, once you turn them on, they shouldn't drop off. I think there should be stability involved. Once you set something, it stays that way until you change it. Unless you do full power allocation that
satellite is ours.
knock things off, or systems are knocked off through via damage. But that's a bug. Yeah, and now it's like the dog whistle is something's not working. You look down at your MFD. It's like they're training us. Look at your MFDs. Look at your MFDs. It's almost like a Pavlovian ritual
That's a CFP satellite.
or process.
Nothing to worry about.
You're like, okay, I got it. I'm gonna look at my MFD CIG and say, oh, good. Now we're gonna stabilize it.
Scans look good on my side.
Shield system offline.
Constant looking at your systems. And that's something you don't want to do in a single seat type of atmosphere or single seated ship, and constantly look at your MFDs. You only look at them when you want to alter or change some things. It has to remain stable unless something knocks it from its stability, such as combat and damage, of course. Here we go. Okay, patrolling. Let's see.
Need you to step up. Our ship's in serious trouble.
Step up. Oh gosh.
Mayday, mayday! Outlaws are attacking my ship!
Okay, I got you. On it. Be barking at me. I better get over there quick. Okay, see, my radar is off. See, gotta look down for that. Okay, to get the bogeys.
Shield system is hit.
It's not gonna take too much damage.
Thank you. I thought we were done for.
Oh, that was it.
That was close. Thanks for stepping up
Huh?
for us.
It's a Drake Cutter. Come on. Oh, reputation.
That one's clear.
Okay, go to these coordinates. I believe here. Switching over. All right. All right, then. Let's see. Roll. Okay, is it supposed to function like this? Because I was in nav mode and the radar goes out. Possibly. It's kind of making sense. Power draw.
I'm gonna run a scan to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Shield system online.
Go back to radar. Turn that on. Scan. They want me to scan this Corsair out here? Maybe.
We're clear here.
Rewards.
Hi there. I just saw you completed that last contract. I'm right in the middle of putting together a gift basket for a new outpost room.
Gift basket.
Sending your payment.
Lima Indica. Okay, let's see. Contracts. Maybe I leveled up. Who knows? Uh-oh. I'm about to crash. Okay, I'm gonna suicide mission. Kobayashi Maru is in effect. And let me see. Okay. Kobayashi Maru.
Shield system.
This is gonna be a killer right here. With damage. What I can probably do is try to escape and then enact repairs, right? That's the strategy. I want to be able to enact repairs. So I'm going to get in and get out. I may not finish it. Okay, let's see what happens. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I'm going in with a beat up ship, so my intent is to take damage and then run if I can. That's the intent. And then enact repairs. Once I'm out of the danger zone, and then come back and hopefully take more damage. For science. Be a glutton for punishment for science. Getting closer. We're under 12 clicks now. Gigameters. Radar is off. Let's see if I can. There you go, Shimpasta. That tells it right there. I cannot initiate radar while I'm in quantum. You see that? I'm trying. Get all the way up to engines. And I'm going to need some radar once I get in position. Interesting. So yeah. For science. So I guess that will be the same when they introduce the jump drive and the new quantum mechanic. That jump drive will also drain the other systems. Yes, foundationally have the pieces in. It's all based on the power plant, and and also the quality of your components. I think the premium should be more efficient in power usage, as well as in durability, or should it be There's a lot of categories of how you can dissect things, but industrial for durability. The premium for power efficiency, military power output advantage. Now that should be a part of the aspect of master modes. Okay, now I got to go back to radar. Initiate that. Okay, here we go. Oh boy, I'm not getting out of this. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my damnedest. They're pissed now. Oh shit, they're pissed. These boys are pissed, and that. Oh yeah, I'm taking damage big time. Oh crap! Oh crap! Here we go. It's going down, y'all. Engineering. Okay, let's run, dude. Run. Evasive maneuver. Oh crap. Spool up. Spool the hell up. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Yes. Spool the hell up. Okay. Initiate repairs. Get back there. See what's going down. Oh, they were lighting me up, dude. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Don't you act up on me, game. Oh. Okay. Oh, we got sparks, baby. We got smoke. We got sparks. Okay, this is what I wanted to do. Radar off. Warning, damage. Guns are damaged. Okay, my guns might be blown away. Let me see. Repairs not needed. Okay, the hatch is busted. Part integrity. There we go. We are initiating repairs. Repairs not needed. Okay. All right. 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 Fix that. Okay. Okay, I need to go outside. Oh, cannot. I'm not trying to salvage. Repairs not needed. Okay, part integrity 100%. Why is it showing red? That throws me off. Okay, maybe it's the outside. Canister is empty. Okay, let me do a reload. Okay. Fire repair. Too far. Repair's not needed. Okay, I need to go outside. Yes. Make those adjustments prior to. Let me see about repairing what I can and going back in. Part integrity. Beam out of range. It's weird how I'm in salvage mode, but air's not needed. It's the guns. Those are good. Not repair. Part integrity 99%, 100%. Everything seems to be okay. What it's worth. Okay, part integrity 95. Okay, there it is. Gun is 100%. Okay, this needs some repair. 78. Oh, that's annoying. That sound. Oh boy. I don't think that's a good choice for repair. It's annoying. %. But it says repairs not needed. That's odd. But its part integrity is still going up 88%. So I guess it's discretionary, right? 90%. 91. $93. 95. 4% left. 3. %. Yeah, it's weird how it's on the multi-tool it's saying salvage, but you see the repair symbol. That's a bug. The sparks. Checking everything. Yeah, I'm gonna get back into the fray. Check systems. All right, let me clear everything out. Clear. Armor. Reboot everything. Soft reboot. There we go. Cooler failure. Get that online. All right. Life support. Let's get that back. There we go. Warning damaged. Engines are on. I'm getting fix. Okay, confirm. All right. Oh, that might be a problem. The sparks. It doesn't know when to stop. Unless you can beam them away. Beam citizen. Maybe this will be repairable at some point. Not needed. Yeah. Well, the crafting is going to be in the tech preview this month. Quite abrasive. I wasn't. There's a pun right there. Oh shoot! All right, let's go back. Glutton for punishment. Whittle them down one by one. Oh gosh. Too close. Okay, let me check my radar. Coolers are on. Radar is on now. Oh, I'm in nav mode. Okay.
Shield system online.
Get out of nav and put on my radar. And then let's go to weapons. Engine.
Your systems are
Oh crap. There we go. Bring engines up. Shield generators all the way up. Making those adjustments here. I want more firepower. As much as I can get. Alright.
Let's make it happen, Cap.
Alright. Going back in.
contact.
There we go. A caterpillar? Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. Neutralize target. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh. Buccaneer. Oh boy. Ooh, cutlass. 2 cutlasses. And a Vanguard. Oh, this may not go well. Oh boy. They're meeting me head on. Oh gosh. Try to take out that cutlass. And then jump out and then come back in. Almost weapons free. Oh shit, here they come. Woo! Woo!
Shield system offline.
Oh, shields are offline. Crap, I'm dead in the water.
Your systems are offline.
Oh crap, I ran into that one. I should have gotten full repairs. Go to turrets real quick. Maybe I can stop them that way real quick. That might help me. Think on my feet here.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Let me go to the other turret, other side. I might be firing from the other side.
Shield system is hit.
Oh crap.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft.
Oh, the UI is messed up.
Systems are online.
No weapons. Power plant. Oh. Woo. Power plant, trying to get that back online. The jump. 100%. Coolers. Let's get those coolers back up. Nice. They're being lenient on me. Engines on. Coolers, power plant, not needed. See if I can make a jump for it. Get full repair. What is this? Quantum drive, cannot salvage. There we go, part integrity. So I can jump out of here, man. That's cool. Man, it's filling up fast. Let me jump the hell up out of here, man. Get to the ship, dude. Get to the cockpit. Go, 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 go. Holy crap. Holy smokes, man. No power. Damn it. Oh, I pissed them off. Oh, damn. I pissed them off. They saw that power go up. They were like, oh, you're not dead, man. Hailing bullets, man. Oh, shit. Here comes fire. Yeah. Uh-huh. Hey, hey, hey. Uh-huh. Hey, uh-huh, hey, 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 uh-huh, fire, boom, boom, boom. Good God, fire, woo, woo, woo. Oh, damn. Oh, you son of a gun. That's a freaking caterpillar. God, God. Okay, it doesn't switch from my to the other utility. Oh boy. Oh crap. Are you serious right now? Quit. Come on, door open. Oh, it's probably... Reload. Wow. Oh crap. Oh boy. Oh, it's on now, baby. Whew. Oh shit, I'm getting hit. I'm taking hits. Oh wow, they are raining ballistics, man. Oh damn, I'm out. Relentless with a capital R. R. Yikes. Backspacing. Done and done. Holy smokes. Yes. Yes. Guys are not taking any shorts, man. They are kicking. There's no way, buddy. You are done. Holy smokes. Wow.
Nurse Tallis, your sarcasm levels are dangerously high. Please recalibrate.
Oh yeah, if you don't have a crew with you, then you gotta stay to a tight narrative, and that's if you don't have a crew, single seat shit. It's simple. It's really simple. I think what it's also saying, Finra, is CIG. It's time for NPCs. You got to have an NPC assisting you, right, to kind of fill in the blanks. If not, you're in trouble. You have no business doing this solo, right? It's self-explanatory, but now this is on CIG now. They have to. The pressure is on them to supply the intelligence of NPCs. But I think with that said, yeah, people can crew up. You just got to, for now, you just crew up. It's not all on CIG, but there is some means of some sort, some little bits of pressure to say, hey, I need an NPC to
Paging Dr. Myrex.
engineer. Someone just to stand there and be an engineer.
Is urgently required. Was the surgeon who left their sandwich in the autopsy room? Please report to HR. You're not trouble. We just want to know where you bought that salami.
They go ahead and reclaim that ship. They have to, Fenrir, they'll have to balance it. Until then, multi-crew, multiple people.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
But we kind of see now claim it, claim it, claim it, claim it. We're like, hey man, what do I do? I have a cap ship. What how do I get out of this situation? How do I make it a little easier? You gotta crew up.
Welcome to the ASOC.
You have no choice but to crew up. For now. That's fair. For now, you get to, incorporate more people. But that's also a thing to say, hey, reach out to people, man. That's also a partially y'all's responsibility. You have to reach out to people and say, hey, what do you are you curious about the game? And let me show you this. And matter of fact, here's a multi-crew ship. And it can work. It can work. But man. Woo! Wow. Let me switch gears over to live. Let's see. I'm gonna switch over. This is gonna be interesting, man. Everywhere you fly, this is the thing. Everywhere you fly, as far as a mission is concerned, someone's gonna have to engineer, man. Someone's gonna have to engineer, and I would love for CIG to add extra pepper to those missions, to have ships meet you out in space, meet you out in the atmosphere. As you try to leave, also they meet you. Despite not bothering to seek permission from the People's Alliance to test their experimental technology in our system, the change that Genesis Terraforming has wrought upon the Nyx-1's formerly harsh surface in just a short time frame is undeniable. That's I think this is the basis of the war. And it says, could this be the dawn of a new hope for our people? But the people of United Earth Empire? But then they did not bother to seek permission from the People's Alliance to test their experimental technology. Trouble in the mist. And as Jared said, Battlecruiser could be revealed at some sort of military operation. And it's not the fight for Nyx. I think it's the fight for Nyx-1. So it could be a narrative change, right? Not retconning, but actual piece of history happening in real time, where you see that it will be a situation where People's Alliance still have Nyx-2, or they govern Nyx-2 and Levski, but the UEE is kind of like submitted themselves onto Nyx-1 potentially, so they have a foothold there, and their justification is, hey, we're helping you stave off the Vandal threats by commissioning 07 Coffee, by commissioning the Idrises and Polarises and Perseuses or Persei. So yeah, I think, did someone say it's May? Invictus is in May, I believe. I asked that question too, Coffee. So that could be an event coming up for sure. People's Alliance versus the UEE for Pyro 1. And the stalemate would be, hey, the UEE is there. They're cemented in that part of Nyx. Okay, this is the live.
I appreciate your input. You always put an interesting spin on things.
This is what I want, like in the bars, they're talking and you get to hear. 07 Jared. That's Jared's voice. Let's grab a prospector.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval
Yeah, I think it's
System.
in May, coffee.
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Okay, small hangar. And so someone said these are not considered the asteroid hangars. Interesting. Hello.
Systems on.
This is live now. Switch gears to live. Okay, I'm able to target. That lets me know radar is on. Leaving Levski. Yes. Let me look it up. Be sure. Yeah, May 15th. Well, the last one was May 15th to May 27th. So, yeah. This past Invictus. Good stuff. Yeah, but I think we're on the fence. Some of us are on the fence whether or not we're going to get the tech preview of crafting. They stated it, so we'll get it by end of month. I think that'll be the last bit of, hey, try this out, get the feedback, and then dial it in for 2026. But that'll be the last. But I want a sit down with Chris and Richard and Benoit and having a discussion about this year and what's to come for 2026. That would be fun. A holiday presentation, right? A proper one. That would be fun. As opposed to, if I had a choice between that or the chairman's letter, I'd take that. And just have a sit down and fireside chat. Oh boy. Fireside chat. CIG's fireside chat. That would be fun. Fun TM. Yes. The only way that CIG can explain it. No, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yep. I think they're excited too because it's closing time. Yep. Shut the doors and get ready for next year. For sure. For sure. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot to do. A lot has to, come across the desk of CIG and in our hands for 2026. A lot of major things. 1.0. Let me look at that. Empire Earth headquarters, New York, Earth, Seoul. Founder Ivar Messier. Holy smokes. There's an artifact there. Let's see. Look at the roadmap. Okay, roadmap. There we go. So for 4.0, FPS AI improvements, right? Have you seen improvements in 4.5? Implementing improvements to FPS combat, AI for smarter decision making. There's refined perception and more reliable reactions in combat. This includes better cover use, grenade targeting, friend or foe checks, group awareness, as well as animation sync support to make encounters feel more tactical as well as responsive. Again, character's hairstyle is going to be, there's more additions to that. The core tech, I think this has been a big deal. The Vulkan renderer improvements. Increasing both the stability and speed of the Vulkan renderer with many crash fixes, diagnostic improvements, and multi-threaded render submission while adding support for HDR in NVIDIA's DLS transformer model. Also included is an overhaul to the graphic options with many new settings and a VRAM bar to help players configure the graphics for their GPU. And when they say the transformer model, it's, oh damn, I'm in direct 3D. No, I don't want that. Upscaling, let's see, performance. May force me to do it may crash on me. Whoa, I know, right? I'm about to crash this thing, man. Okay, usually I'm borderless and photo mode. I like photo mode. I think the 4.5 version of this, you can go ultra, which is pretty cool. And I think there's a convoluted and there's a transform. Transform is the most recent version. So I set it to transform, not convoluted. I wanted to show that. It's in 4.5 though. Also included is an overhaul to the graphics options with many new settings and a VRAM bar to help players configure the graphics for their GPU. And there's gameplay, which is we demonstrated. We saw that. That was the engineering. Introducing dedicated engineering roles aboard ships, allowing players to actively manage power distribution, repairs, and system efficiency in real time. Fire hazards, we saw that. Loot refresh, ship flight tuning changes, snub fighters and interceptors, which is a subtle way of saying flight model. Updates on snub fighters and interceptors for the Mirai Fury and variants. Origin 85X, we're seeing that. That was one of the ships we were fighting. The Kruger P-52, Kruger P-72. We saw those Mirai Razors and variants. Origin M50, Aegis Avenger and variants. Origin 300i series. This includes SCM and nav speeds, accelerations, angular speeds, rotations, health points, and racing ships adjustments. Then also we have the Wicklow rebalance for 4.5, adding a variety of new ships to Wicklow alongside a rebalance of effort required to earn his rewards. That's Wicklow. RSI Meteor contested zones. Now this is different. Implementing an executive ship as a reward for completing a contested zone by unlocking the executive hangar RSI Meteor. Tentative. New Wicklow ships offerings. Adding multiple new vehicles and equipment to the ever-expanding Wicklow's Imperium. The Aegis Idris, Anvil Asgard, the Mist Prospector. I might have to see Wicklow. Argo Wrath and Kruger L-21 Wolf. That's the first version, with upgraded components and a unique base livery. A unique military Kruger L-21 Wolf can also be unlocked by completing other Wicklow ship offerings. These rewards can be obtained by completing Wicklow's contracts. Weapons and items. Physical helmets. That was cool. Placing your helmet behind you or on your side. Physical helmets in the persistent universe. Pick one up, rotate it, inspect every detail, carry it around, attach it to your hip, or toss it across the room if you want. When you equip a helmet, you put on or remove the same one you held in your hands, complete with a fully realized interior. Also, new weapon attachments. There's going to be a host of new attachments, including low zoom Voltic optics with charge heat measurement readings, low zoom Klaus and Werner scopes, new barrel attachments with scorch tweaker, power levels, as well as a new tactical volt flashlight. So that pretty much sums up 4.5. What's up, Vickers? 1.0, Star Citizen 1.0, Starware. I think this is going to be interesting because I think that's going to be one of the things with crafting, right? They're saying tech preview this year or this month, the crafting of armor. I think the Maelstrom system could help with the Starware, right? Because it's physicalized. But I think we'll see this next year, implementing a new technology that allows the combination of clothing and armor pieces on characters, further enhancing both player and NPC customization. That's going to be fun. You don't have to run around with armor all the time, suited up for, going into space. You want to look the part. So I think it's going to open the door for a sort of realism. Also visual variety, especially with the NPCs walking around with partial armor, chest armor, and things of that nature, and an overcoat, things of that nature. That's going to be pretty cool to see that. It will further enhance both player as well as NPC customization. So a lot of visual interest varieties going on out there. Content instancing. This is going to be interesting. I don't think we may see. This might be the latter half of 2026, content instancing. Implementing new technology that allows both existing and new content to be instanced for more crafted group gameplay and experiences. That was when they were talking about the Siege of Orison. I think that's going to be the test bed for it. But ultimately, the municipal works where you go underground, the lower depths, things, it's going to be part of the foundation where you have these instant missions, and you're not going to be interrupted. You're going to be locked in, and you're going to be able to go through layers and layers and layers. So it should be pretty neat to see how that plays out. Star Sim. I think this is another one at the back half of 2026. Back-end systems and tools simulating the state of universe and economy, and dynamically responds to players' actions, supply and demand. I think a lot of us are waiting for that. The industrial players are looking to have some sort of meaning to when you make your UEC.
It's about that bottom line, baby.
Realistic audio mode. I don't want to talk too much about that. Systemic solution for expressing game audio and depressurized states through effects applied to audio, and an increased emphasis on the resonance of sounds through surfaces and physical contact. You may or may not have stolen his trench coat. You better take those medals off the coat. Ain't no damn way you a damn admiral. Admiral Coffee, what a promotion. Take it off now. You're going to jail. Take the medals off the jacket, Coffee. You got to do it right. Walking around. Oh, Admiral Coffee, look at that. The hell you get a promotion from? Just like that. The Mesa area. All over. Holy smokes, man. Coffee's like, don't try me, Kimmy. I'll bust you down to private. I'll Beetle Bailey you, Kimmy. Peeling potatoes. That's for the old schoolers. Beetle Bailey. Peeling potatoes. Look it up. Cartoon Beetle Bailey, y'all. I'm like, huh? Dynamic server meshing. And again, another back-end latter year. I don't know. The back half of 2026, presumably. Dynamic server meshing will be the implementation of dynamic scaling and server reassignment for server meshing, allowing for massive multi-online scale player counts. Straight to jail. 07 Twix. I was just sitting there, man. And the medals. It just looked good. It looked nice. Shiny. Shiny. You know how I like those pins? Those Star Citizen pins? Difference there. Difference. You buy those. You got the other ones you gotta earn. 07. Star Audio. Interesting. But they had realistic audio mode. I guess how you sound in the helmet, I guess, as opposed to Star Audio, a new suite of tools and tech aimed at improving the quality and fidelity of sound in Star Citizen. Hence, is that what we're encountering right now with some of the audio is Star Audio, or maybe not? I don't know. I suspect. You would think, right? I think this is another one. I think we'll get this one sooner than later. I think Global Illumination and Genesis or Planetary Tech will kind of work or coincide together, but I think Genesis will see that probably the first half of 2026, presumably. But here they're talking about Global Illumination, implementing Global Illumination, providing further visual improvements to the lighting of both interior as well as the exterior spaces within Star Citizen. Star bugs, yes. Star Audio bugs, yes. Coffee. Starkitect. Now I think this is another latter than sooner type of tech. The Genesis Starkitect, new tool that scatters ground locations. I don't know. Wait a minute. I'm on the fence here. New tool that scatters ground locations based on environmental and designer data to populate the world of Star Citizen at an unprecedented scale. This could be the key or the unlocking of high production of locations, points of interest within the universe of Star Citizen. I think Genesis Starkitect, I think that's Planetary Tech, right? Or it's an integration of it, or it's another module that works with Genesis. Planetary, Genesis, it's codenamed Genesis, the Architect, and then Genesis Planetary Tech 5. So it sounds like it's procedurally done, and then comes in Genesis Planet Tech, formerly called Planetary Tech 5, implementing the next generation of world creation with increased scale, complexity, and believability. So the increased scale is where the thickness of trees, the lushness, the volume of foliage, to the point where we're getting tropical rainforests and things of that nature. So how much of it is procedural? Probably a lot, because I think most of that, what Chris kept talking about, was building libraries. That's been years. It could almost be a decade of him talking about that. Again, under the umbrella of Genesis, dynamic weather, real-time simulation of weather fronts on a planetary scale, including rain, wind, and thunder. So visual interest for Lorville, Area 18, Orison, Microtech, the weather. And then some alien aspects of it too. Fog, nebulas. I would throw that in the context of weather, space weather. I think that's later on down the line. Guild systems. This is another latter than sooner. Guilds provide rewards and content for different professions to players as they complete contracts and earn reputation. I think as player counts go up, guilds should be the basis or the foundation of where do you go, what do you report to, what do you adhere to, who do you work for, right? So it's some sort of organized or organizational system that will kind of herd the cats into these categories of I do this, not this random chaos that's happening or free for all. But you're working within an organization. They keep you paid, they keep you on task, they keep you challenged. So the guild systems is more of a network that allows us to communicate with each other, get things done in an organized way, but also potentially to collaborate. Kind of like what you've seen with the Mandalorian series, right? Mando had a lot of allies, right? And when it came down to it, he just made a phone call, and there they were. They were able to help out. I think we'll get that sort of brotherhood, sisterhood within the game. If you're a part of the guild, I think you should be recognized, or there will be some sort of symbology, like, hey, guild member or something. That would be nice. A kitty guild, yes. Pink power. Do we know? Well, you know what? That could be up to the player. They could make it so. 07 Cat Bojo. That would work. And they're pushing for these. They want across the board. Players want Star Kitty across the board. Meow. Tentative. Insurance, taxes, and warranty. New system to handle medical, item, and vehicle insurance and associated fees. I think they're going to have to tread lightly with that one. I think it'll come down to what works for everybody across the board. And behaviors. I think they have to take into account of players' behaviors and work that system accordingly. You're going to have different types of representatives or companies that will hold your titles and things of that nature. And so if you're risky, your premiums will go up. If you stay within the mandates and not really, you color between the lines, your rates shouldn't go up. But if you become risky, you could be dropped, and you may have to deal with other entities that may not tolerate too much, or you may not get the service that you were looking for, right? It degrades. Risky behavior, you should have degraded insurance, right? Like liability as opposed to full coverage. Yep. So that's going to be worked upon. That's going to be reiterated. That's going to have to be a balance, and it has to be solid. It cannot be buggy. If not, we'll tell CIG about it. Law and security, implementing an updated system that handles law infractions along with security responses to criminal activity. Patch notes are out. It's almost time to get up out of this, man. 07 Skyhawk, thanks for the notes, man. This is one of the things we don't really talk about. We talk about a lot about PvP and unlawful behaviors, but then you're talking about law and security. What if law and security, you're incentivized as an actual player who looks for PvP, but you actually are able to go after lawbreakers? Your jurisdiction does not end at the UEE's end of their circle, their limited circle, or you go beyond that. You can probably go after the lawbreaker in Pyro, whether they're NPCs or actual players, as well as on foot, in atmosphere, and also in space. And it's not just a two-dimensional aspect of it, like go find target, kill target. Sometimes you have to bring them in warm. Sometimes you bring them in cold. Sometimes security also involves escort, right? Underscore CIG stopping services and old PTU. Holy smokes. Here we go. Do I just get in the ship it? Do I need to unstow my items on my prospector? I better. Oh crap! Let me get back to the. Or you think we're going live? You guys think? Or you think we're going live? I'm running back to the station. Okay, PTU. Okay, good. Oh, PTUs. Oh, gosh. Reputation version 2. Adherence to gameplay aspects. I think once we get the player counts up, and that reputation is it's gonna be that old saying, your reputation precedes you. So this is where tread lightly with this, y'all. with the reputation system and the player counts that go up. Okay, nice. Not tonight. Okay, let me, I'm gonna drop in. I'm gonna bed log it and see what's going on with it. New player professions. Addition of new player professions to the persistent universe. What does that mean, new player professions? I think that's going to be a big reveal. That might be something on the next CitizenCon that they reveal as far as player professions. Something yet to be shown off. Not janitor. Engineering around systems, going in, fighting off things and repairing them. Maintenance. You just basically have to fight off things. I don't know. I'm trying to think what other professions are out there. You might have to look at it and apply it to actual real life, right? Death of the spaceman. We don't want to see that. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see that. Death of the spaceman? Oh no, that's going to be rough. It's kind of like that sort of that situation with eating and drinking, and we didn't have it in game, and it was told to us that we're going to have to eat and drink or we could die from starvation or dehydration, and we lost it. Death of the spaceman. I think it's more of a adhere to the gameplay, because your gameplay has to be meaningful. It's got to be worth it. If you're just spinning your wheels, I don't know. And it's, you know, yeah, you have alt accounts that's going to be your band-aid, but again, it's only going to be a band-aid eventually. So tread lightly. New weapon. Oh, okay, I did that. Gotta slide it over, man. AI blades. I think the attitude towards that is it working? Does it work well, or not? I think it's just we need to wait and see. But a new vehicle component enabling to autonomous operation of various aspects of vehicles such as turrets. We kind of saw that with the vehicle, the PDT vehicle, and it went well. So they just have to dial it in and make sure that it works accordingly, and then move it over to other ships. I think that's going to help with the aspects of engineering. At least you have a gap or a space of time to be able to go if you're a single, let's say you're a single player. Of course, I did say you got to have multiple players. With that said, with a PDT, an attachment or AI blade attachment, at least you can connect them to your turret and you're able to run back, and they can't just sit there and take pop shots at you, right? So I think with that, it helps. And I think people will be a little more accepting to AI blades now that we're seeing what engineering is starting to reveal as far as multi-crew. And the mindset of some are, well, I'm going to still, if I can sneak over here and sneak over there with my multi-crew ship, I'm going to do it. But, oh, let me use this AI blade just in case to help me. Quantum travel. The quantum travel experience is becoming fully physical, including quantum boosting, a faster method for short-range travel. So are we going to use the quantum drive, or are we going to use the jump drive? But it's already stating quantum boosting, so that's a power draw. right? It's a power draw. And it's probably going to be a thing of you're going to need fuel if you're boosting all over the place. I think there's a balance to that. Comes with that. You're boosting all the time. It's a thing of you're burning fuel. So it should play out as, hey, I'm burning fuel. I need to refuel my ship because I'm quantum jumping all over the place. So it's quantum boosting, and then there's jump drives, system jumping through jump tunnels. Item misfire and wear and tear. They stated tech preview they were going to do weapons. They drew back on weapons. Now it's just armor. I think item misfire and wear kind of made them hold up on implementing the crafting of weapons because they want to, I think they want an all or nothing approach to weapons. So it would make sense to have that kind of, hey, you're crafting a weapon. They want the crafting aspect, but they want the wear and tear on it because then you're amassing numbers of weapons and you're selling them and you're making a mint. So it's a thing of, I have this weapon, it's going to, with the misfire and wear and tear, you're less likely to want to sell a lot of them because there's going to be maintenance behind that. So what's the point of you having a whole stash of weapons when you have to, perform maintenance on them, right? So I think that's where it lies to be a thing of, this is the equalizer. Yeah, we want to give you crafting with weapons, but we know you're going to sell the hell out of them, amass them, and it's the new Quantanium. But if you put wear and tear on those weapons, it's going to be a little more or less of, or people are like, nah, I'm good. I'm already working with what I have, and it's a money sink. And this damn weapon I have, this particular one is not working well. Okay, I'll take one, but I'm good with the one I have, and I keep it up. So there's your balance, and why they are not bringing in crafting of weapons in right away. They want the whole system to be a part of that experience. Charge and drain, expanding the utility of the multi-tool with the ability to drain and transfer power between objects, unlocking new puzzle solving and support roles. This could be the new missions, the new profession, right? Maintenance, maintenance and repair, that part of it. If there's a power system, there's problems with it, or there's creatures that caused it to not work as well, you come in, you eradicate. That could be the municipal. I think it's opening the doors to the municipal works. You fight your way down to the lower deck, kill off everything in between, and then you and your crew start to implement the, drain, charge and drain, getting those systems back online. And that'll be you're ghost busting the thing. Basically, you're ghost busting it. You're cleaning out the system. You're getting things back online. You're the fix-it person. Life support. Integrating life support systems into ships, making oxygen management and environmental controls critical for survival. That's going to be a rough one. They're bringing back solar flare, unleashing powerful solar bursts within the pyro system, creating dynamic environmental hazards that players must navigate and prepare for. I would like to see the intensity last a little bit, and then you feel that draw, your life force, your hydration goes down. You see it start to dwindle like you're drinking a milkshake, and it's like you see that needle just start to drop. And then also degradation to your armor, your weapons, right? If you're exposed out there, you can stay out there, but it causes damage, and you have to salvage it, or put on more material, or put it back into the crafter to fix it. So I like that. Vehicle radar and scanning rework. This is going to be interesting. I think this is the next station to be filled in after engineering. Vehicle radar and scanning rework. Reworking vehicle radar and scanning for all vehicles. I hope it's really in depth. And then to pair that, we will also have FPS radar and scanning. I think that should be a 1-to-1. They should arrive all at the same time. FPS radar and scanning, implementing first-person radar and scanning gameplay, improving situational awareness, and bringing new tactical gameplay. Damn it, Kimmy! Now I want an eggnog milkshake. Oh, that sounds good. Now, I want one too. Damn it, Coffee! You make me want one too. Damn it! You brought it up. Well, yeah, I said it first, but you said it second. In-flight control system and control surfaces. I think that's your Maelstrom system. That's your flight model, or what it will evolve into. And I think that's the thing that's been holding back the flight model team. I think they're working in conjunction with each other. Improving atmospheric flight dynamics with functional control surfaces, which will allow for more precise maneuvering as well as realistic aerodynamics. So yeah, that's your flight model. That's your flight model. I think this one, hangar upgrades. Do you see that before base building? Because look, they stated the Galaxy is in November. No pressure, CIG. How does that work? How does that incorporate, or does it parallel? That's the question. Hangar upgrades and base building, will they parallel? Because the Galaxy is coming. Expanding personal hangar customizations with new upgrades, layouts, and functional improvements. Like maybe having a med bed in your hangar, tier 1. You keep it filled with med gel. It does the same function as hospitals. Does that make hospitals obsolete? Ooh, that's the question. That is the question. I think with interiors, I think interiors will kind of change dramatically. I think it needs to. Weapon overheat. These are the energy weapons. Introducing heat buildup and overheat mechanics for energy weapons, requiring careful trigger discipline and heat management during sustained firefights. So you got to pick and choose your battles with this weapon. It's not a free-for-all or rapid index finger pull. You gotta work in conjunction with other players if you're teaming up in FPS, and take out the threats accordingly. Player space stations. I think this is the thing that will come with base building or after. I think they need to establish, they're probably going to establish base building first, and then player space station should come right after that, because the instancing and they already kind of have space stations as they right now. But to make them custom to what you do and make them persist, I think they'll be ready. I think it may come with base building, or it could flip, and space stations could come first. Implementing the ability to build homes among the stars with the introduction of player-made space bases. Yeah, that's going to be cool. Have an orbiting space station, and then you're on the ground, you have a base as well. I'm sure we're going to be able to have multiple homes. I don't know what the number is, but with all of this, we need to have some sort of connectivity. Crafting. Implementing the ability for players to craft various items using resources from throughout the persistent universe. We're getting closer. Can't wait for that. Yes. For the is that for the player space station, Captain Mojo. Yeah, orbit above where you want to live, and just moving supplies here and there. You can I want to see how that plays out in the system of Star Citizen. Is it impervious to damage or destruction? If you're within UEE territory, it has its own armistice zone, and you have to pay for it. It's a constant money grind for it, possibly, right? For that protection, right? Hey, man.
It's about that bottom line, baby.
But some people will grind for it, right? And then because right in front of that, you have space stations, you have crafting, and then you have base building, implementing player-constructed planetary bases. They didn't say anything, but they mentioned this a while back. They're already working on the Pioneer. So it would be mind-blowing that they release the Galaxy, the Star Lancer BLD, the Galaxy, the little mini surveyor that floats. You push it. As well as the Pioneer. And then they've also mentioned the Forge, which is probably something complementary to the Pioneer. It has extractors built in its landing gear, and it extracts material. So I can't wait to see what that is all about. Maybe it will build you out solar panels, generators, things of that nature. It spits that out. The accessories that's needed to enhance your base building experience. And once you live there, you have everything complementary to make sure that you have everything you need as far as living there. The Forge. I'm very curious about that. But they did mention how they like the cockpit. That lets you know that they already it's working. They I don't know if it's white box, gray box, whatever the case, but they physically described it. The cockpit is very huge. Very nice cockpit. They said the landing gear incorporates these extractors, so it's consolidated. So it's the little brother to the Pioneer. So it's like, whoa, they're scary, man, to know what's coming out in 2026. And then the thing with the space stations, that they grouped all this together. Space stations, crafting, base building, and then right after that, ownership, implementing a robust ownership system for items, vehicles, and more, including the ability to transfer ownership both legally as well as illegally. Items that you confiscate or build, you have that ownership and that title tied to it. So it helps the pirates to some degree. It teaches them, don't destroy it. Take it. Be a real pirate and take it. Pilfer, man, pilfer. They try to put the emphasis on pilfer, not destruction. So that Chris wants the game to be played a certain way, so he's incentivizing ownership for whoever, specifically your pirate. Player-to-player trading. This is going to be a big deal because people, I have not played this game, but I've played it through their eyes and how they expressed it. I think Admiral Kusanagi, it's a big deal to him. Star Wars Galaxy, you were this specific person that did this specific craft, and people came to you because your skill set was based upon how you built this thing. And you sold these things. You were the go-to. It's reputation based as well, right? So player-to-player trading, implementing the ability for players to set up their own shops and sell their wares to other players. So it'll be cool to see a market center and people go to market, from farm to market, right? Whether it's organic goods or armor, weapons, you name it. You're able to sell these things, and eventually the Banu Merchantman will be that version of it in space. So once they have that system, I think this is probably one of the reasons why we don't have the Banu Merchantman, because if you're setting up this player-to-player trading app or this system, it only makes sense that they will take that foundational piece and move it over to the Banu Merchantman, and it's like a one-to-one seamless transition to the Banu Merchantman for functionality to allow you to trade and buy in space as well. It don't stop there. It moves over to the Kraken and more so the Privateer than the Kraken, right? So now you're looking at aspects of that. And then let's go a little further. That same thing will more than likely or could travel over to the Endeavor to buy pharmaceuticals and things of that nature. They as well could have something like that. So it's them recognizing foundational features that can be repurposed and look as brand new, but they're in other ways they're also moving tech that's stable to other aspects of the game, and you have that same basic potential stability that carries over, but it's what's old becomes new. And I think that's a refreshing way to kind of look at utilizing the game, taking features and reimagining them, and they're functionally feel totally different or brand new. And I think that's a great way to develop as well. And I think they have a basis for that. Player organizations, implementing the ability to create and fully manage player organizations, including a dedicated mobiGlas app. That's going to be huge. I mean, some people, they got some of us got a lot of time over our hands. And as far as orgs is concerned, you're going to see orgs mobilize. I think this is going to really get people really involved in this game, because now you're talking about this is the substructure that will create MMOs, massive online gaming, massive multi-online gaming realized, because now you're talking about organizations communicating, deploying, working together, playing together. And now you have the app that will keep all of that organized and keep everyone in the know with what's going on with their org. And now you're going to kind of see more people jump in for that reason alone. And so I think that's one of the salves or the Band-Aid to potentially what we're seeing with engineering and the call to have us not be so much of single player, but yet you can be single player. But they're also calling to all players on whatever you want to do. Single players out there now with this player organizational app, now you can interact with people, and then you have you have the ability to bring people into the gaming experience with you. So this might be the savior to multi-crew gameplay eventually. It's an option. I gotta admit that it's an option. The social mobiGlas app creation, this is more in depth now. Creation of a new mobiGlas app to manage friends and contacts, as well as the ability to easily find and create groups. And this is going to be where the intel is being shared, the dossier on certain players and behaviors. It's getting real deep, man. It's getting real deep. And then eventually citizenship. Elevate your status in the verse by becoming a citizen to gain unique rewards as well as benefits. So interesting. This is another org-based feature, Planetary Shields. I'm not in a huge org, but this is the introduction of Planetary Shield tech, which provides maximum protection for ground locations, including player bases, from hostile attacks. But then also they also said if you're within UEE's territory, you're high security. You're going to have where you're protected. You have medium security. I think that's where Planetary Shields kind of come into play. And then you have low security or no security, low sec. That's probably like your Pyro or uncharted territories that don't have that's outside the jurisdiction of UEE, then that's where you really need to have these planetary shields. But for some reason, it seems like it applies only to the larger orgs, because they mention how it's going to be contested, and the reward of you winning is getting that planetary shields through combat. Don't know. I mean, it's that's what it sounds like. But yeah, hostile attacks, that's low security to medium security. And I think it's about the numbers too. That means it sounds like you're a large org and you gotta have that kind of protection. Imperial Sports Federation, a league of sporting organizations that banded together to standardize competitive sports throughout the empire. Again, as I said, with reimagining the existing technology, instancing will be perfect with this, because this way you can create an instance and bring everybody in, and it kind of keeps people who want to up in those events, it keeps them out. But you're able to observe, and it helps with the overall optimization, but it will allow players to do these kind of sports events in a closed environment via instancing. So I definitely believe instancing will be far reaching than we think, other than just missions. I think it will be applied to these Imperial Sports Federation competitive sports events in the game. Esports while you're in the game. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be really cool. I think people can push this narrative of that. Crucian, he does that. You know, the Daymar rally, those things, it can really come into the forefront with this. So you're actually playing the game and you're having esports in real time. That's huge, man. That's huge. Utility tunnels, a new location archetype that brings a sandbox content to landing zones such as the municipal works under Arcor. So yeah, sandbox content, almost instancing, right? And then the council. This is for the love of piracy, organized as the governing body for illegality. The council is a collective of syndicates, gangs, and outlaws who mandate criminal activity throughout the systems. The Mercenary Guild. Formed after first contact with the Xi'an, the Mercenary Guild provides combat and logistical expertise to all corners of the universe. And then you have the Academy of Sciences. Originally based out of Raytor, the Academy of Sciences has expanded to become a congress of scholars dedicated to expansion of knowledge throughout the universe. I want to see an Origin pharmaceutical ship that will then parlay over to the Endeavor. United Resource Workers, protecting the people who are the lifeblood of industry, cargo running. The United Resource Workers can also be found hunting the harvesting minerals, scavenging, or crafting. This is going to be interesting, very interesting, as well as, you know, cargo running. Or no, I take that back. Here's cargo running. It's Interstellar Transport Guild, one of the oldest professional unions in the UEE. The Interstellar Transport Guild oversees the movement of goods and people throughout the universe. They did a full circle. It's back to ArcCorp, back to Lorville, Orison, Microtech, potentially Castra, potentially locations on Nyx 2. Now with the terraforming, possibly Nyx 1. Gameplay focused layouts to fill the interiors of the various buildings and landing zones and other points of interest. A reimagining of these interiors. Hopefully that's where you go to get your mission givers, go to the bar, you hear conversations, you interact with people, you buy someone a beer, treat them to the beer, treat them nice. They might give you good information or bad information. They could be a setup. It's all who you're dealing with, right? Castor system. I see 2 planets here. implementing the Castra star system into the persistent universe. I see two systems, man. Castra is a planetary system in the United Empire of Earth. At the end of the Mesa era, 2546 to 2792, the system was opened up to non-military settlement and has since become a center of trade and tourism. Two systems. And Terra, two planets in the Castra system. And there's 4 planets in Terra, implementing the Terra star system into the persistent universe. They could very well drop both at the same time. I would not be surprised. Missions and events, 3 entries. There's location stories. New missions and narrative arcs set in specific areas, allowing players to experience the uniqueness of various locations in the verse. That means you're going to follow the breadcrumbs. You're going to go to locations and it's going to discover things, and it's going to be incentivized. So it's them on the back end making you spread out. So the system, the database, and everything can work optimally. Main story: take on a journey through the Star Citizen universe by experiencing a handcrafted story with unique challenges and rewards. This is the main story. I think all of us will kind of chime in and jump on that. Something different. Station warfare. Can someone say theater of war? Introducing station warfare, where player organizations battle over multiple ground and space locations to gain the protection of planetary shields and lawless star systems. So they separated this out so it can come later. I think the drama will come later. Once you have the space stations in game, this is going to come later. Yeah, this is huge organizations. This pertains to them. This is what I was saying earlier, that it sounds like it's going to be connected with these large orgs, because there's no way you're a small org and you're going to be able to hold that thing down when they're pummeling you with sheer numbers. So if you're a light or a small org, this is not for you. Station warfare, and they get the protection. And it's just going to be a thing of, in the news, where you see the news feed where one large org takes out another large org for that for that location. So I see this probably at the end of 2027. I don't know where Chapter 2 of Squadron 42 falls into that. It could be first quarter 2028 of them getting 1.0 out the door, potentially. But I could see at the end of 2027, they could make a huge leeway into all of these things that's tentative on Star Citizen 1.0. Again, it will slow up once. It speeds up after the release of Squadron 42. Then when it's time to work on Chapter 2, it will slow down a little bit. But due to them having mostly everything that they are looking to have as far as the game of Squadron 42, it won't take them that. I don't think it's going to take the same amount of time. I could be wrong, but I can see them slowing down for just a bit for Chapter 2, and then it's ready to go, and then it ramps back up for 1.0. So it could very well be, very well finish at the end of 2027, right, for 1.0. And that would be a good thing. That would be a really good thing. It all depends on what needs to be done with Chapter 2. But let's get Chapter 1 done first. Oh, man. So, with that, I'm going to call it. I look to see you all probably by Friday early. And then I'm probably just a few days after next week. And then it's going to be time off and the holidays, and just jumping in and diving in with more Star Citizen for sure. No doubt. Um, let's see here. Oh wow, the Space Tomato has a birthday tomatothon. Let's pop in, man. Let's pop in. Show some love. Holy smokes, he's doing this thing. Um, but yeah, release candidate. I say we'll probably go live in the next couple of days. As long as everything holds up, I think we'll be okay. I think we're gonna be a-okay. They gotta go live. It's time. All right, the raid has been created. Spaceman's like, what are you doing? Everyone, '07. I will see you all on the next one very soon. Holidays are coming up. Wish you all the best. Always a pleasure. But here we go, man. 4.5. I can see it possibly going live tomorrow. I would not be shocked. Here we go. We're rating. Let's give him a happy birthday. He's doing his thing. All right, everybody. 07s. Oh, 07.